Hey, how you guys doing
How
today?
you doing?
Good.
All is well?
I'm sorry?
All is well?
All's well. Can I just get your name and badge numbers, please?
Sure. What's going on?
Can I just get your name and badge numbers, please?
Sure. I'll write it down for you. You need us for anything here?
I'm just filming in the library here.
Inside? I don't think they allow you.
Yeah, it's a public place. I'm allowed to film in the library. It's a public place.
Oh, they have a policy. You want me to get it
But
for you?
their policy doesn't trump the rights of the United States Constitution. I have a freedom of press. I'm an independent journalist. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm just gathering. But it doesn't. You don't need credentials, sir. We all have freedom of press. It's a right granted to us in the First Amendment.
See, once you cross this line and we have a policy, you can't do it. You did it anyway.
But
We told you
that policy is in direct violation of the United States Constitution, something that these officers swore an oath to uphold. I'm not doing anything. I'm not breaking the law. I have a right to be in a public library. How are you going
You have a
to?
right to it, but you're violating the rules and regulations of the library. You do not have that right.
I'm not violating any. It's
Policy is there's no photograph.
if you had a policy that said that there was no people with long hair allowed, right? Would that policy be accepted? No, right? Just because you write it down on a paper doesn't mean it's acceptable. You can't exclude people from the library.
That's not allowed. I'm gonna explain it to you.
Well, I have a right to be I have a right to be there.
You can't come in the library.
Okay, but they don't want you in there.
So are you formally trespassing me from the library?
Well,
Because that would be a violation. That would be a violation of my rights.
Do you have your ID?
No.
You have no ID on
I
you?
only provide ID when I've committed a crime. I haven't committed any crimes, so I don't provide ID.
Oh, are you on any medication? Or?
Medication?
Yes. Do you take any medicine for anything?
Do you?
No, I'm asking you a question.
Do you take any medication for anything, ma'am?
No.
Okay.
Do you take any medicine for anything, sir?
Ma'am, can you just identify yourself for me?
Yes, and I'm gonna have to ask you to leave because you're just standing here and you're obstructing. You can't stand in front of the doorway.
I'm not trying to stand in front of the door. I came out here to speak with you. I'm trying to gather the rest of my content for my story I'm working on in this library.
What story are you working on, sir?
A news story for the library.
Well, can
Freedom
I
of
see
press.
your ID?
No, haven't committed a crime, ma'am. Why would you need to see my ID? You need reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime to see my ID.
Okay.
Can I ask for a
you
supervisor?
said- yes, you said you're here on. You're
Can we call a supervisor?
Okay, you said you're conducting
Lawful business, constitutionally protected business.
Okay, and
I'm not doing anything
you
wrong.
can
I'm not
show
creating a
me that
disturbance.
'cause you are on township property.
Public
and I'm a-
property.
This is township property. sir.
Public property. Correct. Public
Okay.
property.
And I'm also a township employee.
Correct.
So that's why I'm here to address the issue.
I don't have an issue with anybody. I don't have an issue.
I'm telling you.
He has an issue, and he's trying to kick me out of a library that I have a right to be in. I'm not doing anything wrong.
But the policy is that you can't come in there filming like that.
But the policy, first of all, no one's even showed me a policy. First of all, and then second of all, even if that was a policy, if there was a policy against women coming into the library, would you enforce that policy, ma'am?
But you're not. I mean, I'm just.
But would you still say, well, sir, it's the policy.